What is up, cool cats, and welcome back to a special episode of Games by Moonlight present Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This is my new game plus Parry only boss rush special episode 33. A warm welcome to the show, everybody. Okay, so everyone, we went ahead and already beaten Clair Obscur as my finale episode 22 showed. However, I went into and played New Game Plus, doing a solo mile Parry only playthrough. Now I went and recorded all of this off stream and pretty much put it together for this special episode 33. You know you have to end the series on episode 33 for this game, right? Expedition 33. So I have a special episode for 33. It will be my boss rush solo mile Parry only with a special boss fight at the very end. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get that started. Here we go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and click this. Alright, here we go. There we go.
Last chance. Great. Last chance.
Yep. I've only recorded the important bosses, the ones that have like either the main story or they're a super boss and optional. Anything that can basically I can kill with just a base attack, I didn't record. It was a waste of time. And at the very beginning, I was using Medellum, thinking that I needed to, because New Game Plus the HP and their damage is higher. You really didn't need it. I really didn't need it. You're gonna see the following bosses. I switch out that weapon. Weapon is too strong. It's like one shot everything. Yeah, this one took a while because it has a shield, and this entire playthrough I did parry only for bosses. For all like the regular trash mobs, I just did AoE attacks to get as fast as possible. With all the bosses, I did parry only, as shown in this video. So let's go. And there's a special boss fight at the very end, which is actually pretty damn hard. There's a couple of boss fights that was like ridiculous, not because the thing is hard or like Simon is not hard. There was another boss, Clair, Simon's master or your older sister, only because they have mechanics where if you're doing solo, it totally ruins you because they like either eat you, which ends your entire fight, or like Simon does when he goes into his third phase where he ejects the first party out. You had to make sure you get close as possible and skip it. Because I'm using one parties and stuff like that. So oof, it got pretty dicey a few times. You'll see. But that one's at the very end. Right now we got I think the story bosses like Lab Master and stuff. We're not gonna get to the super optional bosses till a little bit later. Now we're on Lab Master right now. Yeah, some of these fights are crazy. Simon, it was actually fun learning the parry. Simon has a really cool parry. Unfortunately, I didn't have... Oh, this is the first optional boss. This is Sprung.
Ready to parry.
But Simon, unfortunately, I didn't have a good video. Like, the video that I won didn't have the bomb combo. There's a long combo he does in phase 2. It's so sexy. If you could parry it, it's so sexy. I learned how to parry everything. It just happens to be the one where all the roulettes came together and the parries came together. It's the one that I got saved for the video. It's not bad, but the long combo parry, oh, that's such a sexy. It took a while to learn it, but once you get it, it's amazing. So yeah, Sprung was pretty easy. I think it was like 2 or 3 hits. And this is parry only, y'all. And I'm not even using meddling. Oh, we're at dualisty.
Let's dance. Okay.
Earlier on, I used to like do last chance and turn myself to virtuoso each time. It really is not necessary. Now we're gonna start getting bosses that do like 7-hit combos and whatnot. Sucks. You know, I must say though, this challenge is a lot easier than the From Software stuff I did. Like doing no hit, Melania, or Promise Consort Radon, that's definitely harder. That took days, even like, I think Promise Consort Radon took me like 5 or 6 days. Melania took me only 1 day, but several hours on it. I think like 8 or 7 hours. The worst part is I forgot to record the first time, so I had to like play a whole new game plus, because I don't know how to mod things. Oh, okay, Gross Tete. This one was a special boss fight because he has a lot of defense and a lot of HP. If you just parry him constantly, or I'm not sure if dodge works, but if you parry him, he'll actually end up killing himself, which is pretty dope. And the music for this fight is so good. This is gonna be a long fight. We're gonna be here for a while. Not long, but like 5 minutes. I think the final boss fight is like 11 minutes. There's a reason why. Everything else is like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes at top. So the rules thing is, if you're the boss, cannot survive 1 base attack from my Mael, then I don't even record you. It's not even worth it. So these are the bosses that do not die with 1 base attack from my Mael. Some of these are actually a lot like this Gross Tite. It gets freaking crazy, dude. It never ends. It never ends. This ball right here, the stone ball, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, crap. Oh, yo, we got people in the stream. Welcome, JP. Good evening. Hope you're doing swell. Yeah, Mario RPG. You remember that thing with that 100 jumps? It really felt like that. Like, this episode, my special episode 33, for Clair Obscur Expedition 33, we must end the entire series on episode 33, and this is what that is. But it's just basically a boss rush of my New Game Plus, parry only, solo Mael. So everything here is gonna be parry, parry only. But look at this boss, man. It's like. Yeah, it did feel like Mario RPG. I actually thought about it while doing this. I'm like, god damn, it's like 100 jumps. Luckily, it wasn't 100 jumps. He kills himself before.
Ready to parry.
I think I also one-shot it. Because it's supposed to have extremely large amount of HP. and also a lot of defense for a New Game Plus boss. And I thought, you know what, I want to see if I can one-shot it. So after this regular fight, I think I do a team one-shot. But yeah, see how many parries this is? Crazy. Alright, let's see how many. And every turn it goes up. 2, 3, and he goes like 5 times before me. God darn it, I should have counted. I'll count the next one. And every single turn, he bounces more. And some of those bounces have different timings. Some are slow, some are quick. Some are really fast, some are really slow. It's very tricky. Alright, let's see. Let's count. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22! We're at freaking 22! Oh no, I'm not playing. I already did this. These are all pre-recorded. That's why I haven't streamed in a while. I was trying to finish my New Game Plus run. These are all pre-recorded footage. I'm not playing right now. You crazy? If I streamed this live, it would be days and I'd be cursing a lot. So no. Don't need to worry about distracting me. I am not playing right now. Yes, I'm just making a commentary because we need to end on episode 33. I finished the entire first playthrough on episode 22. That was my finale. But come on, this is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So I have to end on episode 33. So episode 33 is a special New Game Plus Parry only solo Mael boss rush. So yeah, I'm gonna do the entire I finished like the other day. And Simon Parry only, pretty crazy. Like it was fun though. I'm so sad I didn't get it.
I can do it.
Oh yo Odetta Silhouette, welcome, good evening. Oh, I'll check it out after the stream. I'll check out your YouTube. But yes, welcome to the final content episode or video for Clair Obscur for me. I am done with this. I finished New Game Plus. This is just a replay of my New Game Plus boss rushes where I do a solo Mael parry only. This is just a one shot. Right now we're doing a one shot because I wanted to see if we can one shot this. Because this boss has an insane amount of HP. So this is how I do insane amount of damage without doing Gaman. This is a Stendo, I think. Yeah, so we kill each other. That way Mael is here by herself, and then with all those buffs, she's gonna go ahead and nuke. And then one shot. It worked. I can't see the number actually, honestly, because it's done. Okay, we're moving on. Who's the next boss? Oh, the Visage, the 2 accents. This was very tricky. Actually, very tricky, this one. Schmack. It looks so cool when you're watching a replay, but when I'm doing it, it sucked and you're angry and stressed. It wasn't that bad. The only one that was bad was Clair. The reason why Clair was bad is if I did just a parry only, it's one shot. It's so bad. She's so weak. It's a one shot. But I wanted to showcase a couple of of her moves before like at least two moves, right? To do that, I had to hope we get 2 bad roulettes and then a good one. The reason being is if you pass 50% of her HP, she instantly eats one of your members. Like Ruby Weapon. In Final Fantasy VII Ruby Weapon, it'll eat one of your members, and it's like a mechanic it does. It does the same thing. Problem is when you're soloing, that's an instant, party wipe. Same thing with Simon. If you enter his 3rd phase, which is about like 75% HP, he wipes your first party. A couple of the videos, I had to make sure I passed that threshold, or I die. I mean, you can do a second party, but to me, that's not solo. So this is all solo. Alright, Serena. This was a fun one.
Ready to
Because I was able to capture this, the full cutscene attack. This took a while to freaking, oh my god, this took a while to learn to parry. Each swipe is a different timing. This thing right here. First two is really quick. Third one is slower. Fourth one is slower. Fifth one has an extra loop. Freaking delays. Oh, Data Sweat adding Expedition 33 into your thing. You gotta do all the good stuff. You know this, right? You gotta do all the good stuff. You gotta do all the good stuff. Oh, if you can, try to get a physical copy of wherever you live, if you can, and just don't connect whatever you're playing to the internet, so you can play the non-patched version. If you buy the physical, it's non-patched. It doesn't really matter. I didn't even use Stendhal. I literally did parry only in this one. Every boss fight in this video is parry only. I skipped turns too. Deltarune looks interesting. I do want to try that eventually, but there's so many good games right now. And also, everybody, if you stick around, it's a 2-episode day today. The second episode, we are starting a new series for my first playthrough. My classic is finally here. Finally. Oh well, the patch version, the new patch, nerfed one of Mael's attack. It killed it by 40%. I actually disconnected the internet to my PlayStation right before the patch because they made a big announcement about it. The Sandfall Interactive even made an announcement saying, oh, you know, have fun with this. After tomorrow's patch, they're gonna nerf that skill. Yeah, Stendhal. Yeah, Stendhal. Odeta's like, he knows. Odeta, you know. Stendhal, whatever. It's not a biggie. It really isn't. The real challenge in playing this game is parry only. But if you suck at parry, this game sucks. If you suck at parrying, this game sucks.
Let's start.
Dodge is not the same. But yeah, you don't even really need Stendhal. I was killing things without it. Heck, I was one-shotting with counterattack. It did take a while though to learn it though. Yep. But people are so freaking smart. They found really crazy ways to beat bosses. Oh, by the way, the final boss of this episode, the Simon, the super boss, is a no dodge, no parry, by the way. We're doing traditional style. No parry, no dodge. You should stay for that fight. That fight was interesting. Simon, because if you go to the 75 threshold, he instant kills you, by the way. And you have to beat him with the second party. So at the 75 threshold, you have to do enough damage to kill him, or he'll wipe your first party. I did it with one party, no dodge, no parry. I had to use items, obviously, because I had to res, but it was a very interesting fight. Traditional style, no dodge, no parry. Up until then, everyone else is parry only. Yeah, this was a pretty it was a pretty fun challenge. It wasn't nowhere near as worse as the From Software challenges I do. My self-imposed From Software challenges, like my Elden Ring, my Armor Core, is nowhere near as hard as that, but it definitely was challenging. Alright, Paintress is down. Who's next? Who is next? Oh, the serpent! I one-shotted this in my first playthrough, and I got to miss out a lot of things. The crappy thing about some of these bosses, they have mechanics which is not really good for solo play. Like shielding. This boss has shields, and if I'm doing parry only, it's gonna take forever to wipe out its shields. So like, I had to figure out intricate ways to kill it. Like if it has 8 shields, then I have to do 8 counterattacks. Yeah, get out of here. I think he's dead. Yep. 2 hits. Yeah, you don't need Stendhal. You could just parry and then beat. You could parry and 2-shot people. Alright. Oh, we're starting to get to the crazy people now. Look at Alicia going crazy on him. And then dead. Alright, we're gonna start getting to the crazier bosses now. The optional super bosses, the Act 3 bosses. Oh, Clair, this one. I think I do a 1-shot first. The first time I fought Clair, I think I 1-shotted her by like, and then I'm like, god damn it. So I had to, yeah, I 1-shotted her by mistake. So I went and I nerfed my own. I nerfed Mael. I nerfed her like crazy to get this footage. By the way, if you get her below 50% HP, she instantly eats you and you lose for a solo. So I had to get as close as possible to 50, and then my third hit, I had to get over 50%. So I had to keep doing it until I got 2 bad roulettes and then a 3rd good roulette. So not only I needed luck on my side, I had to make sure I parry everything. And if you watch this, look at the crazy. Watch this. Like, how long do you think it took to memorize these attack patterns, damn it? There were so many times where first 2 bad roulette, 3rd was a bad roulette. We go into a 50 HP threshold, she insta-kills me. Alright, here goes Simon. So I started Simon with the super boss, the highest, most dangerous thing here. I did my first Simon run with, and this is New Game Plus, as a team, and I wanted to see if I could 1-shot him. Because in New Game Plus, everyone's HP is dramatically increased compared to the original playthrough. And every time you do a New Game Plus after that, the HP increases and stuff. So his HP is insane. I think it's somewhere like 40, 50 million or something. So I wanted to see if I could 1-shot it. I could 1-shot him. So this is the 1-shot, and then after 1-shot, we're gonna do parry only. And then we have a special Simon boss at the very end, after Renoir. So I use my typical method of my 1-shot, buffing, what's their face? Mael, and then killing everybody, breaking whatnot.
Watch out.
Oh, by the way, Simon steals your HP. If you're dead, Simon wipes you out. Simon's scary, by the way. Simon is just no. Just no. Okay, so here we go, my 1-shot. Oh, and it worked. Because people keep saying they're so scared. They're so scared of Simon in New Game Plus. That video right there proves you don't need to worry. You can still 1-shot. Okay, now this is my parry only. This is what you need to be worried about. Unfortunately, my favorite parry of the combo he does, it was not on the live video. I did it so many times. I'm so sad it wasn't on the one that I won with. It's basically the phase 2 version of this combo. This long combo phase 2 has a green sword that comes out afterwards. You're literally double clicking. In phase 2, every time he swings, he has a green sword that shows up after. You'll see right now. The long combo is like 10 hits that you have to parry. Right here, watch this. So there's a second sword that swings. With the long combo, it's an 8 hit, you have to parry, 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 parry. It's insane. It was scary. Very, very, very scary. There you have it. Parry only Simon. Get out of here. Not even the toughest challenge I've ever done. Not even. Nowhere near tough. I was able to do that in like 2 hours. Renoir, the final boss. After this, we're gonna go back and fight Simon the traditional way. No dodge, no parry. And then after that, we're gonna actually end this episode and come back with the true premiere of tonight, which is the first episode of my first playthrough. 2 hours to do a challenge, okay? If you want to beat the boss without doing parry only, no damage and stuff like that, you could do it so easily. So easily. There's one shots you can do. There's not just one shots. You can heal yourself. You could like, you know, you could have. There's apparently an immortal mode for Verso. I don't know about it because I never looked it up. But if you do a solo Verso, you can do an immortal mode where he can't die. Apparently, he just can't die. So you can just take forever to kill things, but you don't die. See, so it's like it's not a hard game. But if you decide to like parry only and stuff like that, then yes, then you just made it harder on yourself. Like my dumbass. Always gotta make it harder. If anything, I should have just played it the normal way and then parry only New Game Plus. I don't know why I didn't just play it the normal way. I really don't know why. Alright, so after this boss, it is the Simon traditional. No dodge, no parry. We're getting hit and dying, healing, rezzing, but the key part is you have to be faster than Simon. Simon is really fast, and if he overlaps you, he'll go 4 or 5 times. He'll suck out your shield, so you gotta bait him. You have to make him waste a turn by stealing your shield. So I had shields on purpose for him to steal it. And then I used Verso and use aim to get rid of his shield and do damage. And I did this without the Stendo move. Watch, here we go. It's gonna be like a long fight. It's actually like an 11-minute fight. Because we're doing this traditional no dodge, no parry. But the point is, make him go slow and you have to go before him. And break him as much as possible. If you don't, you die. I'm sorry, you can't win. It's just impossible. I try to beef my defense. He wipes out your HP in like 2 hits. You can't tank it. I tried tanking it. You can't tank him. It's impossible. I tried every combination. There's no way to tank him. This is the only way I can think of without dodging and parrying. Slow him down. Use aim. Bait his moves with shields. And hope to goodness that a combination of Verso and Mael can kill it. And not only that, I'm not using Stendo. So if I use Stendo, this fight would have been over so quick. I decided to, I think, burn him. I decided to burn him or something like that. And I'm not even using the Medallum. I'm using some other sword, some other rapier. The one that gives you a shield, I think. Because I said, I'm trying to bait him to steal my shield instead of using that, because he goes twice each time. And if he doesn't steal a shield one of those turns, he'll attack you. If he attacks you, you're dead. There's nothing you can do about it. Well, you can parry it, but remember, this is a no dodge, no parry run. So you just die. It's nothing you can do about it. He will just you'll see, he's gonna kill us multiple times. There's nothing you can do about it. The best thing you can do is make sure he's slowed, and you go before him, break his shield, bait him to steal your shields, and hope to goodness that he doesn't. And not only that, at the 75 HP threshold, you have to instant kill him. If you don't, he will wipe out your first party, and then you have to send in your second expedition. And because this is a one-party clear, that's a fail to me. So check this out. His second phase is gnarly. You gotta slow him down. You gotta steal his shield and slow him down. It's the only way I thought of that you can do this traditional run. I try to tank it. It's not happening. It's not happening. You'll see. Simon's gonna attack one of us soon. We're doing this to build up our limit break, basically. Our gradient charge. And we're not going to use Gamage until the very end. We're going to unseal. The Gamage, Mael's Gamage is sealed right now. We're going to wait till the very end to unseal it for the final move. For now, we're going to use Verso's gradient limit break. That's what it's called. It's pretty good though. So look at damage does nothing. In phase 2, damage is nothing. I did without Stendo. Stendo would have made this wave go way faster. Considering mine's unnerfed too. I have the unnerfed Stendo at this time. Oh, by the way, after I finally made this video, I reconnected my PlayStation back. My PlayStation is now back on the grid. And immediately, the first thing it did, update Clair Obscur. Oh, I looked at my PlayStation like, you traitor. The first thing it did when it got online was update Clair Obscur. It was the first pop-up notification. Downloading Clair Obscur patch, and I'm like, you traitor. This is why you should never connect your PlayStation or your console game online. Bunch of traitors. Anyway, I think we're gonna die here. Yeah, he stole my shield and he's gonna kill us. You see, it would have been 2 hits, so that means 2 people dying. 19k, 12k. And that's 6 hits. I'm gonna suck the HP out of somebody. So there we go. We baited it out. We have Luminas that let us come back to life immediately, and then basically we have to bait ourselves to die so we can break him too, by the way. Shield remove, and then we're gonna break him. That means he's stunned next round, so we can do another round of attacks. And we have to just do this over and over until we get to 75, and then we nuke him. Now he's broken. And Luna's only here because she has a res skill. I was worried that we might die so much that I would run out of items, so I brought Luna here just so I could res. And also slow. Very important. The ice, the greater slow, that's her job. Her only job here is to res and slow. Verso actually does really great damage. I did not realize it. He was supposed to be my shield breaker because for some reason when Verso weapon, if he breaks a shield with free aim, it kills 2 instead of 1. And oh, he was actually doing pretty good actually with this weapon. So I kept him like this. I had to experiment a few times. Oh, I'm gonna do a gradient charge at home soon. Okay. Oh no, Simon's moving. When Simon moves, then someone's gonna die. All right, someone's dying. Oh, yeah, we baited it out. Yeah, he was stunned, but he was only. Remember, he goes twice. He was stunned for one of the 2. The second one, he sucked his shield. So we have to bait this out. So we actually have to bait his move out and waste his turn, or we'll die. Or he'll kill 2 people every single time. Every single time he goes, he'll kill 2 people. And that's just a lot of wasted time. Alright.
I can do it.
This is so hard. It's so much harder without spells. I told you, I one-shotted him with Stendhal. Alright, so, and also you gotta be very careful. I had to do a lot. You know what the sad part is? 80% of the time, I killed him too fast. I had to nerf Mael like crazy. I had to nerf Mael, use different weapons, remove Luminas. I had to put on really terrible Pictos, because she would end up killing him too quickly. So I did a lot of experimenting to get this video right here. I don't know if I wanted to see if it could be done. Oh, look at that, he just wiped out everybody. Oh my god, he literally did a full wipe.
I won't lose again.
Luckily those 2 still had the re-res on. And the reason why I'm using Verso's Gradient Charge Limit Break, it gives you a re-raise. So we were baiting out Verso to die. We're hoping that Verso dies because we have a lot of gradient charge attacks saved up. There's a lot of experimenting to get this. This is a no dodge, no parry though. Traditional style. You know how many times I died too because like we accidentally passed the 75 threshold and he instant wipes your party. Instant wipe. It goes, Simon removes the expedition from the canvas. That's it. It's just instant, everybody die, and then your second party comes in. But to me, that's a fail. That's 2 parties. I was going for 1 party clear, so. I mean, if you do 2 parties, then you get to witness phase 3, but what's the point? I don't want to witness phase 3. Phase 3, he has a red sword, and instead of the extra spectral sword swinging once after it, it swings twice. So it's now 3 clicks instead of 2. So in phase 1, all of his combo is just 1 click. Like 1 click, and then the next move, click, click. In phase 2, he has a green spectral sword that follows up to his combo, so you have to click it twice. In phase 3, he has a red spectral sword, and it swings twice after him, so you have to click it 3 times. And since this is not a parry and dodge video, this is a no dodge, no parry video, is really pointless. You know, it's useless. That's more fun if you parry it. For me to basically capitalize on that, I have to use somebody to get Verso. So basically use someone else to do a parry only, no damage, and get Verso to eject them, and then either Mael or whoever the replacement is, you have them come, and then you have to parry the 3. You know how hard that will be? Because if you mess up once, you get one mess up, you die. He swings once and it lands, you instant death. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't mitigate that. It's instant death. He just instant kills you if you miss a parry. So to make a no dodge parry only video to get to phase 3 after sacrificing somebody, not only did you have to get to phase 2, you have to be able to dodge everything in phase 3. Yeah, that's lunatic. That's insane. I'm sure someone out there did it already, but this is the most I can do. No dodge, no parry. I did a parry only as well. A no dodge, no parry video. This is actually harder than the parry only, honestly. The combos is actually pretty fun when you actually learn to parry. I know every single parry in phase 2. The problem is by the time I was really good and the RNG was correct, the roulette was in my favor, I didn't capture the long combo. I really wish I did. The long combo parry was in phase 2 was sick. I was wishing I kept the footage too, like, because I recorded hundreds of footages of, like, not hundreds of fights, like probably like 20 plus fights, you know, all failures. A lot of them a failure because I won. Rarely he beat me. Most of the time it's because I hit him too much, and then he does a stupid like kill the entire party move. Most of the time, I never died to him. Even the parry only. A lot of times it was because I overshot it, he ejects me from the canvas. So I had to make sure I get good roulettes. So not only do my skill has to be on point, I needed luck on my side. Because if I accidentally pass threshold, he'll eject my Mael. And then that's not a solo anymore. That's what took long. It wasn't the learning the parry. Learning of the parry took like 30 minutes. It's the, you have to, not only do you have to parry, the luck has to be on your side. And it's not that the parry's easy. Learning is easy, execution, whole nother matter. You would sit there for like 10 minutes, every single thing you're parrying, but your roulette sucks. All of a sudden, your roulette is good, but you mess up your parries. And then for the next 30 minutes, you can't hit the parries. Oh my god, that's the worst regression. I hate it so much.
Let's have some fun.
So much. It was terrible for me, honestly. Alright, I think this video is coming to a close. So as I'm getting closer to that threshold down there, if Simon goes right now, I die. This party dies and then the second party comes in. He will eject me because we are now past the 75. So I had to make sure we get as close to 75 and then I can nuke him with one more hit to pass it. This is when I unseal the Gamage. This is where the Gamage got unsealed. Okay, this is where I unseal her gradient charge, and then if this does not eject him, we lost. If this does not win, we lost. But luckily we did win. Thankfully. All right, everybody, that's. All right, everyone, that's it. That was my New Game Plus playthrough. I only recorded the boss rushes, the important boss rushes, the bosses that died from my base attack with one hit. I didn't even bother recording those people. So that was it. I completed my final challenge here, which was the New Game Plus solo Mael Parry only, and then finished it off with Simon, no dodge, no parry. There is absolutely nothing for me to do in this game, even though I am supposed to do a New Game Plus and get the baguette. No reason. I am done. I am content. This is so far my game of the year for 2025. It was really great. I'm not gonna say it's one of the masterpieces. No. I'm not those kind of people that are saying it is a masterpiece. Not now. Maybe in a few years we'll consider it. It is not as good to me as like a Chrono Trigger or the Final Fantasy VI, but it is pretty good. It was a pretty good JRPG. I don't know why this year like everything is a parry. Like I hate parry systems, but if you love parry, this is the game for you. If you hate parry, oh, you just play it on the easier mode, okay? But yes, the story was good. I hope there's a sequel, but that's it. I am now putting this game away and we are sealing it. Thank you so much, everyone who's stuck with me through the entire series. We are done with this, and we'll be back next time with a new series for our first playthrough, and that is Lunar Remastered Collection. I finally got it. They finally resupplied it, and I finally got it. And I checked every day. They didn't even make the announcement yet. The announcement for the resupply, it hasn't been made. I checked their social media. I checked their website. It hasn't. I just basically checked Amazon every day until that 150 price came down to a normal price. I thought it was a scam until I bought it, and then I found I got it. So I'm like, yes. So yes, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back next in a few minutes with a new episode for first playthrough, and that is Lunar Remastered Collection. Alright, thank you so much, everyone. This is it from Clair Obscur series. It was amazing. I loved it. I can't wait for a sequel or whatever Sandfall Interactive releases next. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye, y'all.